Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Before I started this recording, we had some pretty amazing stories, powerful stories on people's journeys on how, good nutrition and good supplementation has changed their life completely.
We can't hear you, Nada.
Hang on.
Oh, now we can.
You can now? Okay, hang on. Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Thank you. Sorry. Anyways, 32 years ago, I was introduced to this amazing company. I was tired, stressed. I had hormonal issues, joint pain, and a neighbor and a dear friend shared her story with me. And I got curious to try these amazing products from this company. Still being a little skeptical, but I knew I needed to try something. My mom and I gave the products a try, and she was really struggling with a lot of aches and pains and fibromyalgia. The turnaround in our health in a very short time was amazing, just by filling the nutritional gaps as to what was missing in our diet. But tonight we're focusing on how to love your liver, okay, and critical nutrients to help your liver, to keep it healthy. And if you have some issues with your liver, there's so much you can do. And it's proven that you can regenerate and rebuild your liver, especially if there's been some damage. So the liver has 3 key functional roles. It filters blood, it disables all chemical compounds in phase for elimination, and that's the seed of detoxification. And it synthesizes and secretes bile. So 3 main functions that we'll explore even more. Physiology, again, it filters blood, it disables chemical compounds for detoxification, and again, it synthesizes and it secretes bile. So those are the main functions of your liver. But the liver has several other important functions in our body. It's responsible for releasing vitamins when the body needs them, and this is so important. It manufactures glycogen, helping to stabilize the body's blood sugar levels. In addition, the liver produces enzymes manufacturing cholesterol as well as bile, and it's an important source of heat. The liver can contribute to function after 90% of it has been removed, okay? And it can eventually grow back to its normal size if no disorder weakens the organ. And that's the key. You got to make sure your system is strong and you're giving the body the proper nutrients that the liver can rebuild and regenerate. So you have a toxic liver. So some of the issues or symptoms: low energy, hair loss, digestive issues, wrinkles, headaches, mood swings, bloating, excessive gas, constipation, indigestion, difficulty losing weight, okay? So these are just some of the signs and symptoms that you might have toxic liver. Oops. So let's look at some of the steps, okay, that we need to look at to make sure that our liver has the best chance. First of all, incorporate proper foods and eating habits, okay? Reset your digestive tract by eating smaller and lighter meals that are nutrient dense and easily assimilated. So we're going to talk about some of these foods, especially processed foods that we should be staying away from. Stop eating when you feel about 80% full. Okay, so overeating is a hazard to your liver as well. So you also want to avoid chemicals in food and environment. You should only be drinking purified water. Our water is full of toxins if it is not filtered properly. Personal care products, household products, and then also eliminate, some things that are in our environment that are unrecognizable. So things that are not natural, right? There are so many things out there that are very toxic and very unnatural to our body, okay? So detoxifying foods. This is something that we should really look at as well. Some of the foods that we should be eating, your broccoli and leafy greens, cabbage, sauerkraut, you need to be eating more beets, coconut kefir, garlic, onions, walnuts, avocados, apples, great. See, these are all foods that are under the detoxifying category. Healthy diet, okay, consuming natural salt, more fruits and vegetables, true whole grains, so no breads, unless you actually know where the flowers were grown and that they are fresh. Even so, and if you are eating some of these processed flours, just very little. Limit your intake and your consumption of these processed flours, so white flour, white pasta, white rice, things like that. More plant-based proteins. Yes to cooked fish. I know we have a lot of sushi lovers on this call. I'm a sushi lover. So no sushi or uncooked shellfish. Fiber-rich foods, cold-pressed olive oil. Now, am I saying never eat sushi or never eat these foods? So I'm saying limit yourself. Or if you have an issue, if you have a condition where you're struggling with your liver, then you need to eliminate them completely. Okay, so it depends on where you're at in your health journey. Now, fatty liver disease, when you're looking at alcohol, fatty liver disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, similar in the whole food dietary approach, okay? And exercise to provide support. Even though they're two different diseases, the same kind of health recommendations, food recommendations. One of the main differences one needs to cut is alcohol, though, if you do have due to alcohol. Okay, so that's the one thing you definitely need to cut out. And also look at your weight, while the other needs to lose weight and control food portions is also really important when you're looking at fatty disease. Now, additional thoughts. Now, depending on how statistics are measured, fatty liver disease is in 10 to 12th place cause of death. Okay, with half of those being from alcohol. If not controlled by lifestyle change or medical intervention, liver cancer could develop and almost exclusively results from chronic inflammation and possibly alcohol liver disease, non-alcoholic liver disease, or chronic viral hepatitis. So it's important not to overeat or drink excessive amounts of alcohol. Again, research published in the Journal of Hepatology discovered that frequent coffee and tea consumption can significantly lower the risk of liver stiffness. When the liver is scarred, this measurement is high. So also folic acid, which is one of your B vitamins, also plays a really big role in the breakdown of fats and carbs into energy, which in turn protects the nervous system and the liver. So B vitamins are really powerful when it comes to alcohol. I used to joke around, I was a police officer, some of you know, when they used to go to stags, I used to say, one drink, one beer. Every drink have a super B. Every drink have a super B. Bit of a joke, but that is something that does help. You've got to replenish and rebuild those B vitamins, especially if you're consuming a lot of alcohol. Now, the other thing that plays a really big role in liver is digestion. Okay, so what does that mean? Gas, bloating, heartburn, indigestion, constipation, IBS, all of these things, are looking at digestion. Okay, so your gastrointestinal tract serves as the first line of defense once toxins have entered the body. If you have lots of gas and bloating, irregular bowels, then you need to look at improving your digestive system. And that's where you look at fiber, probiotics, digestive aids. Okay, so these are things you need to look at. Another nutrient that plays a really big role in liver function is CoQ10, coenzyme Q10. There have been clinical trials found that taking 100 milligrams of CoQ10 daily resulted in a significant decrease in liver damage and inflammation in 12 weeks. Okay, that was in JAMA. Also, tumor necrosis, that also plays a big role because again, it causes inflammation. Also known as anti-adjuvant, a factor that possesses the capability to regulate non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So you got to look at our CoQ10. We're going to talk a little bit about it later, but this really fills one of those big nutritional gaps in our diet. Vitamin C also plays a really big role in the immune system. It protects against oxidative damage for the liver. It helps to reduce accumulated fat, and anywhere between 500 milligrams can help prevent fatty buildup to 5,000. Can actually flush out fat. So it really depends on what stage you're at. Again, if you have a very fatty liver, then you might want to get up to the higher levels. But for maintenance, again, 500 milligrams a day is great. And some physicians even recommend anywhere between 1,500 to 2,500 and even up to 10,000. Again, it depends on where you're at in your liver journey, okay? So let's talk about non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. In most common chronic liver disease amongst adults in the developed world. So this is the most common, okay? Yet it is not fully understood and medications for treating it are not specific. It is characterized by fatty infiltration of the liver and inflammation that is not related to alcohol consumption and is considered to be the liver manifestation of insulin resistance syndrome. So think about it. Right? The liver, there's a burden on the liver so that your body's not able to function and it's putting you into this state where you become insulin resistant. So you really got to make sure the liver is healthy so that it can do all of these things that it needs to do. Insulin resistance syndrome refers to the presence of a group of conditions, many of which typically represent at the same time. The ones I'm listing are indicators, but it doesn't mean that one will automatically have all these conditions. It does mean, though, that they could be contributors to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. High blood pressure, impaired sugar levels or control, elevated blood fats such as cholesterol and triglycerides, gout, general inflammation could manifest as joint pain and stiffness. So again, these are all things that could be, and that's why it's really important to get tested. If you're having some of these symptoms, find out if you have this issue with your liver. And also weight loss plays a big role. If you're carrying excess weight, especially in the middle area, right? Weight loss will have a very positive effect on fatty tissue and inflammation, okay? Aim towards about a 10% loss of existing weight. Okay, positive outcomes, it'll improve inflammation, reduce fat in the liver, and improve insulin sensitivity. So other nutrients that are really important when you're looking at the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, really important to reduce inflammation, antioxidants. So these are all nutrients from your dark colored fruits and vegetables that we're going to talk about that play a really big role. Also probiotics, again, for that gut flora to get your digestive system working properly again. And choline is also an essential nutrient for the liver as well, for metabolism. And I know we're going to talk a little bit about choline as we get further along, some of the other products that Neolife has to offer. But it's really, the liver is dependent on a source of choline as well. Okay, so these are all the key nutrients, important nutrients that play a really big role in keeping our liver healthy. So we talked about probiotic, vitamin D, and calcium, magnesium as well, plays a role as well. So let's talk about a lipotropic adjunct. And this is a word that it took me a long time for me to say this word. We used to say, if you're hippo, you need lipo. So that's one way of remembering that it's a fat hunter. But our lipotropic factor also plays a role in healthy liver function because it has methionine, choline, inositol. All of these play a really big role in helping our liver detox and just have a healthier liver. So the key benefits for lipotropic, 30 times more effective than lecithin, acts as a detergent. So emulsifying and dissolving, again, blood and cellular fats. So that's why we say for hippo, you need lipo. That's one way of remembering what this does. It helps prevent fatty infiltration of the liver, helps nutritionally to utilize dietary fats. So it's just a fantastic product. We have a medical doctor in Mexico that has all of his patients on lipotropic factors because he researched this product and it plays a really big role in liver and cardiovascular support, okay? So it is formulated to emulsify again and dissolve these cellular lipids, converting them into a more soluble form, which can easily be excreted. So picture bacon fat, right? When it's cold, it gets hard and it gets stuck in your arteries, where the lipotropic literally emulsifies that fat so that it can actually clear out, and leave your body. So that's why they say it acts as a detergent. It helps to keep cholesterol more soluble, which is really important. So again, helping to prevent the formation of gallstones, which is really important as well when you're looking at cholesterol. Now, fatty liver is the main reason for, just let me 1 second here. One reason for sluggish liver function. Methionine seems to act as a catalyst for choline and inositol, speeding up their function. So that's why these nutrients that are in the lipotropic factors also play a really big role in supporting that. So that helps to detoxify metabolism and just helps with protein metabolization as well. So things to add. So let's talk about some of the nutrients before we go over into more detail on what we could be doing. So the lipotropic factors provide choline, okay? And that also helps with regulating homocysteine levels, again, resulting in inflammation, just really good for your heart. And we have a product called Pro Vitality, which we're going to talk about at the end. And this has it's like a multivitamin pack that has a little bit of everything in it. It has your omega-3, has your grain oils, which are your good fats. It has your carotenoids, which are those antioxidants, your fruits and veggies. This pack gets your cells working better. It is the foundation before you introduce any other product. You introduce this Pro Vitality pack, okay? And because it has these grain oils, it really helps with just getting all those key nutrients working into the cell. And CoQ10 would be the next product that I would introduce. Oops, hang on a second here. Sometimes it moves faster than I wanted to. So this is what the lipotropic factors, lipotropic adjunct actually looks like, okay? So it's an advanced formula. It has those B vitamins that we talked about earlier that help to metabolize fats. It has the choline and the inositol that helps to keep those lipids emulsified in the bloodstream, okay? Again, very important for reducing the homocysteine levels in the body as well. Here we go. CoQ10. So our CoQ10 is naturally sourced. It is the only natural CoQ10 that I have found on the market today. Okay, it has all the key nutrients that you need, not only for your cells and cardiovascular support, but also for helping to keep your liver healthy as well. And then we have Tray. Tray is one of my favorites because it tastes fantastic. 1 ounce a day is all you need. But it's an antioxidant. It has all those polyphenols and all those nutrients that really help to detoxify and keep that liver healthy. But it's made from acai berry, green tea, pomegranate, with blueberry, blackcurrant, elderberry, red grape, bilberry, white grape, and cranberry. Again, just a powerful antioxidant because it's hard to get enough of these antioxidants in your diet every single day. And this is what our Pro Vitality looks like. So, we talked about a lot of products. What's the foundation? If you're generally healthy, you want to keep your liver healthy, this is it. Start with the Vitality Pack. Okay, then you can slowly introduce some of the other nutrients if you feel that there's a need. Okay, but the foundation is your Vitality Pack. It has those grain oils, which are those good fats from grain that are no longer in our diet. Our grains are milled, they're processed, they're stripped away, and they are essential fatty acids that play a really big role in cell function. And that's why it helps with your liver. Also, carotenoids, antioxidant, fruits and veggies, omega-3, fish oil, reducing inflammation, and a good quality multivitamin, all in this convenient pack called Pro Vitality. Now, I have somebody special here with me this evening, and I'm going to have Sarina introduce herself because she has done some research on liver function and share this information with me this evening. And I'm going to have her jump on here and share a little bit more about 16 tips to champion your liver. So Sarina Nazzato, welcome.
Hi, everybody. I'm switching seats here. Yeah, I was introduced to Neolife about 5 years ago, and I started on some of the basic products, but I started learning about just whole food nutrition, and I found it really intrigued me how different nutrients that we can get through our diet and through supplements can be used for different health, avoiding different health conditions in our body. So it got me to wanting to learn more. And that's when I decided to join up for a nutrition course, which I'm about 3/4 the way through right now. So, but we did learn a little about the liver and 16 tips to champion your liver. So I just want to go over them and give everybody some ideas that they can use. So the first one is bye bad fat. Good fat is good, but bad fat is really bad. If the food is fried, it likely has unhealthy oxidized oils. So skip it and stick to the good fats such as salmon oil, olive oil, avocados, and coconut oil. Number 2 is skip the late night snacks. The liver's regenerative cycle is between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. If your body is busy digesting food at this time, it disrupts your sleep and the detoxification process. So aim for a 10 p.m. bedtime and at least 10 to 12 hours between your dinner and your breakfast. Number 3, be a toxin avenger. Make it easier on your liver by reducing the toxins coming into your body. Buy organic foods, drink filtered water, use glass containers for food storage instead of plastic, and choose less toxic skincare products, such as the Neolife Organic Nutrients Skincare. Number 4 is fabulous fiber. Foods rich in soluble fiber help support your liver by binding toxins and moving them on out. Add in chia, flax, fruits, vegetables, beans, and oats for a fiber-fueled toxic flush every single day. Number 5 is a herb alert. Milk thistle has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties that supports the liver. It may help the liver repair itself by growing new cells. Number 6 is get zesty. Lemon zest has a phytonutrient called D-limonene that supports the liver detoxification enzymes. Invest in a microplane grater and make it a breeze to add zest to your morning smoothie or favorite dressing. Number 7 is call me cruciferous. Support the sulfation pathway, especially important for removing excess estrogens. With the addition of cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and bok choy, which are all found in the Neolife Cruciferous supplement. Number 8 is perfect protein. Choose a high quality protein like wild caught fish or grass-fed meats, or the Neolife protein shake or vegan shake. Number 9, go green. Your liver really loves greens, especially herbs like cilantro and parsley, bitter greens like mustard, dandelion, and arugula. Add them to salads, soups, and smoothies. Your taste buds will adjust to the bitter bite in no time, and your liver will thank you for the support. Beautiful beets. Beets have betaine, which helps the liver cells clear toxins and protect the liver and bile ducts from damage. Raw, roasted, or juiced, you can't beat beets. Or try our new Neolife Upbeat drink. Number 11 is brush up. Your skin is a major detox organ. When it's backed up, so is your liver. Skin brushing helps remove toxins and keeps your skin healthy and bright. Number 12, tribute to turmeric. Turmeric and its active bioflavonoid curcumin have been used by herbalists for thousands of years to protect the liver, promote bile flow, and act as a powerful anti-inflammatory. Add a dash of turmeric to soups, roasted vegetables, and even to your smoothie. Number 13 is get oily. A castor oil pack is a traditional remedy, perfect for our modern world. It helps to open the detoxification pathways, and it is relaxing. Rub castor oil over your liver area, cover it with a cloth, and relax for 20 to 30 minutes. Number 14 is choline connection, an essential micronutrient. It helps transport triglycerides from the liver, and it's critical for normal liver metabolism. Get it from eggs, non-GMO soy lecithin, avocados, and Neolife's amazing Lipotropic. Number 15 is be happy. The B vitamins are critical for efficient liver detoxification. of unwanted chemicals such as heavy metals, histamines, and bacterial toxins that could be at the root of immune or neurological challenges. Take a high quality B complex daily, as is our NeoLife Super B. And the last, number 16, crazy for chlorophyll. It helps clear toxins from the body, especially heavy metals. Get your green on with leafy greens, seawood, and matcha green tea. So lots of ideas for the prevention of liver and for helping to detoxify as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Sarina. Yeah, there's so much to learn. And when she showed me these points, I thought this definitely needs to be shared tonight. So thank you so much, Sarina. And, you know, when you're looking at some of the nutrients that Sarina shared with us tonight, the Upbeat product is definitely one of the things that I'm really excited that we have, because you know that plays such a really big role in protecting our bodies, and again plays a big role in keeping a healthy liver as well. And this is an amazing product because it just, you put it in water, you shake it and you drink it, and it's made from, you've got your beets, your kale, your red spinach. It has a little bit of a berry kind of flavor, pomegranate peel, black ginger, moringa leaves. It's absolutely delicious. So anyways, one of my favorites to help to fill the gap in that area as well. And then we also talk about fiber. Fiber is also really important in keeping a healthy liver, everything. And I find that it's really hard to get enough fiber in your diet every single day, where the all natural fiber the NeoLife has, I love it. I put it in my protein shakes, my protein smoothies. Protein is really important as well for healthy liver. So you add a bit of fiber to this, and just a great way to, again, promote healthy cholesterol. And again, very good for your liver as well. So when you're looking at some of these nutrients that we were talking about tonight, and that who do you trust kind of factor. Well, you know, when I looked at NeoLife 32 years ago, I didn't know who to trust. And my mom was really skeptical because everything she tried never worked. But with the closer look at NeoLife, I started to trust the company because of the history, where there's a lot of companies out there that have been tested, where they found inactive ingredients, they found hidden active ingredients, they found things that were unsafe or unstudied, whereas NeoLife didn't have any of that. You know, it was a name that I could trust. Been around since 1958. They have a pharmaceutical license for manufacturing, established in over 50 countries, a pioneer in the industry, and the most respected scientific research team. Our scientific advisory board, they work together as a team in doing research and developing and manufacturing the products. Whereas a lot of companies out there, they'll have scientists that endorse the product, but that they don't necessarily, they're not actually involved in researching and developing the product. And this was really important because I wanted to make sure, you know, that there was science to support it, and that they're based on whole food, not just natural, all made from food, right? Whole food, non-GMO, since 1958, and completely science-based, published in several peer-reviewed medical journals, third-party studies, and that was something that was really important to me as well. So when you're looking at, we talked about a lot of products, we talked about a lot of stuff, but we have something called a breakfast solution and other products that can really help to support your body. But starting on a breakfast solution or the weight loss solution is a great foundation to get your liver working and getting it healthy, getting your whole body healthy, getting your weight down if you're struggling with a little excess weight. And we have other products for joint pain. You heard some stories earlier on before people jumped on the call tonight, sharing their headache testimonials and energy testimonials. Well, I had severe hormonal imbalance, and this really helped me with balance and regulate my PMS. And so we have so many products that help in so many areas of health. But if you're looking at, you know, the liver, then we really recommend just getting on a very simple, basic program called the Breakfast Solution. And we have many testimonials on the call tonight. And I'm thinking maybe I might even pick on some of you, if that's okay with you. Who do we have on here tonight that's willing to share their amazing story on how the products have impacted their life? Maybe Cyndy, can you share your fibro story? It'd be great.
Yep, thank you, Nada. Yeah, mine was one similar to your mother's. I was introduced to Neolife by your aunt. We worked together, and she knew that I was suffering from pain from the neck down, was going to doctors and chiropractors, and was not getting any results. She shared about the fish oils and stuff with Neolife and their purity. And anyways, I was very interested and went to a presentation where I heard very much about like the basics that you just shared. But it wasn't for myself that I started. It was more for my daughter because she was just such a picky eater. But got the whole family on a very basic program like you're just explaining. And within 3 weeks, I got my energy back. And within a month and a half, the chronic pain I lived with for 5 years was gone. So that was 25 years ago. And I do have to say, I don't have the pain. I don't have like the pain that I suffered. I'm going on 70, and I feel better than I did in my late 30s and early 40s. And I have to say too, my daughter, when she got started on the products as a teenager, her hormones were so much better, as well as her focus in school. She started getting A's in a subject that she was failing. So yeah, it's great.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your story, Cyndy. And that reminds me of my mom, right? She had the same symptoms of you, a lot of pain, a lot of arthritis, and she's in her 70s now, 32 years later, completely pain-free. So yeah, it's made a huge impact. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us tonight. So when you're looking at the health solutions, the Vitality Pack we talked about, the breakfast solution is adding the protein shakes. I have not gone a day in 32 years without a Neolife shake, and this protein is so good for you. It's pre-digested, it tastes great. My kids grew up on it, it's safe for kids, and it just helps to have that healthy breakfast, a healthy start first thing in the morning. Or if you're a meal skipper, you can have it again at lunch. So just a fabulous way to start your morning. You have more energy, vitality, you feel better, blood sugar control. It really helps with if you have issues with hypoglycemia. Absolutely fantastic and amazing for your liver because it's very easy to digest. And then if you want to do the weight loss version, well, that's the 4 protein shakes because you're doing 2 shakes a day and you're getting 4 bags of protein, and that's our weight loss solution. But the best seller is definitely our breakfast solution. You're probably wondering, well, how do I get a hold of these amazing products? Well, first of all, it's free to become a member of our wellness club. As soon as you register as a member, you automatically get a 15% discount. When you go on Neoship, you get wholesale price. So that Vitality Pack or that breakfast solution that we talked about, or even the weight loss solution, is a month's supply. So when you do set that up on Neoship, you get wholesale price. And also you get all your shipping back in 6 months. There's also a referral program that if you refer 3 people, you get your health pack free, which is kind of cool. And there's even a fitness challenge, a weight loss challenge that you can enter as well. We have an amazing group on Facebook called Neolife Healthy Living Community North America. And this is where we actually now have over 10,000 members where people share their stories, testimonials on how these products have made an impact in their life. And we never make claims to cure a condition, but when you give your body the proper nutrients that it needs, it's amazing how the healing happens, the repair happens, and your cells just start getting the nourishment that they need. And then there's one more option. Some of you know that I was a police officer for 10 years. I was not looking for an income opportunity, but when I started sharing and helping others, I saw this as an avenue to impact people's lives and really make a difference. Then I saw this as an avenue to leave my police career. So I'm so blessed and so grateful that by sharing this information with others, I was able to find something else that I wanted to do with my life than just work 10-hour days every day and quarter my days off. So I wanted the time freedom, the flexibility to work from home, start a family. So if you're looking for a side gig, could use an extra $500 a month or more, this income opportunity is exceptional because the products work. You just heard a few stories. Go on that Healthy Living community and just read the amazing stories and testimonials on the health transformations. So again, some of you have just come on to learn more about how to get your liver healthy or keep your liver healthy. You can become a member and get these products at a discount. Or if you're looking at a part-time gig, just ask the person that invited you and we can share this with you. If you're not ready right now, that's okay too. If you want to learn more, every Thursday we do different health talks where you learn so much about nutrition and how these amazing supplements can really change your life. So I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. I will stop the recording and open it up to questions. And Joan, I want to thank you so much for helping us kick off the evening tonight. So all the best to you all.